So Megan, so one of the things that I always say to founders when we're talking about interview process is that you're probably operating with some sort of bias. And if you don't know what yours is, it's worth exploring that. So what's your take on bias in the interview process?
I think biases are huge, and it's really important that you're really digging into them, that you're set up with the proper trainings for them, that you truly understand them, because it is a big piece of, all of the things we're talking about here, of why we think we're good at interviewing. Bias comes into that. You've got conscious bias, you've got unconscious bias, all of these things. And if you don't really know about that, you can't really identify that, it's going to be difficult to actually come out of an interview process, really understand exactly what's going on. Some of the things we've seen and like the themes I feel from what we've talked about, recency bias is a big one. What that is you're the most recent thing on my mind. So maybe you're the last candidate I spoke to. So I have a bias towards you. Or maybe you're a candidate that's speaking to me about this really big challenge that I happen to be really focused on right now. So great, you're the perfect candidate to solve this problem. That's a big one. I think another theme we've seen is affinity bias. So we've talked about this in a few different ways. Affinity bias is you really share something in common. So you've been to the same school as me, or you enjoy the same things I do, or you come from a similar background in tech as I do. And what that does is it masks actually digging in and asking the questions that you need to ask. And then the third one, I think, you actually brought it up, is a really good one, is the Dunning-Kruger bias. I don't know if you want to go into that one. Yeah.
Yeah, so the Dunning-Kruger effect is a cognitive bias in which people with limited competence in a particular domain, they overestimate their abilities. I think we're seeing this a lot, potentially in the political world at the moment, dare I say it. It's a bias that makes me laugh because I think we've all met someone who potentially might have that bias. But yeah, it's just a really funny one.